Can you give an example of how you used multimedia elements to enhance a course or learning module?
During my coursework, I developed a step-by-step tutorial for making a DIY e-liquid recipe, utilizing several elements of Richard Mayer's principles of multimedia design. Mixing can be a complex and safety-critical process, so my primary goal was to ensure the instructions were as clear and as safe as possible, and this is really where Mayer's principles came into play. To handle the safety information, I applied spatial contiguity principle. On the safety and storage slide, I didn't just list out the warnings, I actually placed text like never handle concentrated nicotine with your bare hands directly next to the image of the nitrile gloves. This immediate close placement was meant to reduce cognitive load and ensure the learner instantly connected the warning with the correct action. To introduce new concepts, I use the modality and the temporal contiguity principles. Instead of forcing the learner to read long blocks of text while trying to examine images, I presented the information through narration. As I narrated the tools and ingredients section, the labeled images for each item, like the digital scales or the bottles, appeared on the screen at the exact same time as the narration. Now, this allowed learners to effectively use both their audio and visual sensory input channels to reduce cognitive load and avoid overwhelming the learner. To manage the complex recipe, the core of the tutorial was a 13-step mixing process, which would be overwhelming as a single list. So I applied the segmentation principle, and I broke the process into 13 distinct bite-sized actions, and I placed each one on an individual slide. Then I gave the learner full control with navigational buttons, so they could go forward and backward at their own pace, allowing them to master each step of the recipe before moving on to the next. This sort of thing can be crucial for a process like this that demands precision. The result was a learning module that was enhanced on just about every level. By applying these proven principles, I was able to take a very complex process and transform it into a safe, manageable, and user-controlled learning experience that builds the learner's confidence at each step.